Hello, everyone. We are here, the real estate ladies of North Atlanta, Susan Jennings, Mary Ellen Vanaken. Hi, Sue. How are you today?
I'm great, Mary Ellen. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So today we have some great stuff. So we're going to dig into new construction luxury homes of around $2 million in the downtown Alpharetta area. So these are all walkable to downtown Alpharetta. We're going to talk about Bethany and Milton, which is from Arkham Homes. We're going to talk about what we love about North Atlanta, which is the strong economy. And then what we're going to do is our design tip of the day. We're going to talk about inexpensive bathroom updates that can make a big impact. So let's dig into our homes in around the $2 million.
Yeah, so this is an interesting transformation that's happening in downtown Alpharetta. What's happening is that older homes and older neighborhoods are gradually being torn down, and new homes are being built. And this one particular section that we're going to talk about today, and there are a couple sections that this is happening with, this is in Alpha Park. Alpha Park is located just on the south edge of downtown Alpharetta. It's close to the Maxwell, right off of DeVore Road. All of these homes are in that particular neighborhood. The neighborhood itself was built in the 60s originally. They're all ranch homes or split levels, and they were built in the mid 60s, like I said. So what is happening is that individuals and builders are coming in, purchasing these lots for in the 700,000 range. All the lots are about a third of an acre, and they're all pretty much the same shape and support. They're rectangles. So these are all custom built residences that are being built. There's about a half dozen builders currently in the neighborhood working on homes. And it's really revitalizing the whole neighborhood and the whole walkability to downtown Alpharetta with high-end finishes, functional layouts that appeal to the buyers of today. And it's really meeting a demand for people who want, these luxury homes with walkability to downtown Alpharetta, to all the shops and the restaurants, because that's what people really love in this area, is just being close to all of that, because it's so dynamic and a great lifestyle. So the first home that Mary Ellen is showing here is
420 Karen Drive. And that one was listed at 1.995 and sold for 1.940. So it was 2.8% below asking, which is normal in this area. Like, houses in this area sell between 98% and then above list price. So that if it's priced correctly. So obviously this property was priced correctly.
Right.
And so you're going to dig into the details of this.
Right. Yeah. This home was built this past year. It's 5 bedrooms and 4 baths, and it's 4,239 square feet. It's got a 3-car garage. It's a tandem garage, so one of the garages faces front. But this home actually does have a very nice backyard, and there are a lot of trees in this neighborhood. And the city of Alpharetta loves their trees. So if a tree is taken down, there are certain number of trees that have to be planted to replace whatever was taken down, or a recompense needs to be paid by the builder. So look at that backyard. It's private, it's green, and it's there's a little bit of a slope there, but it's really very, very manageable.
Yeah. So really the clientele that's moving to this area is either there are people that are downsizing from the bigger houses and they want to be in walkable areas. They want to come home from work and go to the shops and go to restaurants and walkable. So that's really what people are buying. I would say people are just wanting to be location wise. Right. And in downtown Alpharetta, you're very close to 400, very close to Highway 9. So if you have to get to work or have to get downtown, it's an easy commute. So I think that's the draw, is location.
Right. There are a lot of professionals in this moving into the area. There are families with children of all ages as well. It's
Yes.
not just people that are right sizing, but they're great schools here too.
Yeah, and I think also like families, there's so many families moving to this area too. So really you've got a mix of everyone. And that's what I love
Mhm.
about Alpharetta is you can be in a subdivision and you can have people that are empty nesters, you can have people that are young professionals, you can have young families, you can have older families. So you're going to see everything, which is so interesting that always stumped me a little bit because I'm like, these are pretty big houses, yet, maybe just two people are living in it. Maybe four people are living in it. So it's just very interesting how you can be in a subdivision in this area and you could have people of all different stages of where they are in their lives.
Right. And so the other thing that's interesting about this particular area, like I said, these were older homes that had been torn down. And then, these homes were built on those lots. A lot of these lots are sold off market. I'm very well tuned into this particular market. And if you have any interest in this, I do know of lots that are available either through builders
Yes.
or off market. So that's something you should reach out to us and ask us about.
Yes.
So this particular home that Mary Ellen has up right now is about a block away. There's 3 parallel streets here that make up Alpha Park. This is on 484 Michael Drive. It's a 5-bedroom, 4 full and 1 half bath home built in just this year. It's 4,075 square feet. And this one, Mary Ellen, do you know what it closed for? It was pending at $1,995,000 originally.
And it's sold at 1.870, so it's
Okay.
6.3 below asking.
Okay. This home was not on the market very long.
No, it went pretty quickly.
Yes, it did.
And I think sometimes builders will price their homes a little higher, just because everybody feels like they want a deal, like, you know what I mean? So they want to like a little deal,
Yeah, and some of these builders are building the home and then putting it on the market. So I don't know how many selections the actual homeowner is able to make in some of these situations. And that's why if you're looking to build something totally custom, reach out to us because we do know where there are lots coming up where you can build totally custom.
Right. So yeah, so a lot of these, like you said, were just built. The selections were made by their designers, and that's it wasn't a true custom home. Where there are a lot of people that are building. The builders are buying the lots, and then they're finding a client, and they're building a custom home on that. And really, time frame is about 2 years, 18 months to 24 months.
Right.
But because City of Alpharetta is very strict about their trees. And obviously looking at the front of this house, you see that there's trees everywhere, they're very, they take their time when it comes to giving permits and everything like that. So I would definitely recommend about 2 years to have something custom built in this area. We can connect you with builders to do that. And there are some builders that have spec homes that they're working on or they're up. So that's also another option.
Right. And what's nice about this particular area too is that because there are different builders working in the community, the homes are all a little different from each other, and there's no cookie cutter look to any of these homes.
So let's dig into this one, which is 495 Michael Drive. And this one,
Michael. Yeah.
494 Michael Drive. And so, this one was listed at just a little over $2,050,000, and it sold for $2 million. So it was 2.4% below asking.
Yeah. So this is just a few houses away from the house we just looked at. This one is also 5 bedrooms. It's 3 full and 1 half bath. It's 4,500 square feet. And again, it does have a 3-car garage. These homes are generally built on slabs. They do not have terrace levels. There are a few lots in the neighborhood that can accommodate, a terrace level. So when that is the situation, the home does have a terrace level.
And what I want to tell you, Sue, is there's so many windows in these houses.
Mm-hmm.
These builders are building windows. I mean, windows. And look at this screen, this porch with fireplaces. So they're building that outdoor space as well as that indoor space too. And there's always room to put in a pool or a spool or a spa, whatever you
Right.
want to do with your outdoor space. But just look, this is not the typical what happens where builders come in and they take all the trees down, which we cry about. And
Right.
this is just, they're keeping as many trees. And if they take trees down, they have to replace them. So you see like in the front of this house where they're building all these, where they put in all these new trees. That is what the city is requiring. So,
Right.
all right. So let's dig. Our next one is 450 Allison Circle.
Okay.
And this was listed at 2,099,990, and it's sold above asking at 2.1 million. So yes, there are things going over asking very easily, even with custom homes. So
yeah, so this home and the two homes next to it were all built by the same builder. It's a builder by the name of Modernize, and he's building other homes in the neighborhood as well. This home is 5 bedrooms and 5 baths. It's 4,983 square feet. It is 3-car garage, and there is room in the backyard of this home for a pool to be added.
I love the outdoor space here. Very nice. And I love the
western wall.
The western wall is what they call it. We love that. I think that is just, we're seeing that so much. And you can tell, like, even in the kitchen, it's very modern, and it has the waterfall edges here in the kitchen. And it's just clean and white and sleek, you know?
Very sleek.
Very
But
very
yet a lot of
sleek or
character. It's, there's a lot of white in this home, but there's just a lot of areas where you can, make it your own.
yeah, just, I mean, look at the ceiling work there.
Pretty. Very
really,
pretty.
really pretty. So this is kind of what you get with this builder. And like I said, there's different, I mean, this is very modern. It reminds me of Europe. that bathroom and stuff. So anyway, you just see the modernization. And like I said, I'm so impressed with all these builders putting in all these windows, because remember, this was like, all these houses were built in the 60s. So they were dark and dim, and look how bright they're making the downtown area. And they're just making it, and it's different. I mean, and so here's just some photos of downtown.
That's the Maxwell there, actually.
Yeah.
And the Maxwell has several restaurants, and it's just steps away from City Hall.
Yep. You can even, there you go. And okay. So we're going to go to the next one, which is 354 Michael Drive. And that one was listed at 2.125 and sold at 2.078500. I love when they, do all these crazy numbers. They sold for 2.2% below asking, and it's a beautiful house. Really is.
It's more of a farmhouse style than some of the others, but this is 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and 1 half bath. It's 4,713 square feet, and again, just nice open spaces,
Sue, you gotta
high
love
ceilings.
Sorry. Sue, you got to love the garbage bag right here in the photo.
Well, they're still building in these pictures. They haven't even put the countertop on that island yet.
They could have moved the bag, though.
Yeah, different builders list the home at different points of the
Yes,
construction process.
Exactly. So, so this is, these are only what probably happened is somebody bought it before it was all finished. So they didn't take any after photos. And this was just when they listed it, they just wanted to show where they were in the area. But you can even tell the hardwood floors are beautiful in here. At least that, this is really nice because this is a beautiful closet.
It is.
And it's really, like you said, farmhouse. So you're going to see all the different stuff here. So, this is kind of what you get around $2 million in downtown walkable area. All right. The next one we're going to hit is 460 Allison Circle.
Yeah, so this one is the next door neighbor to a home we looked at just a few moments ago. This one was also built by Modernize. It's a 3-car garage home with 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths. It's 4,741 square feet, and it's 460 Allison Circle, and it too has room in the backyard for a pool.
And you can tell definitely the builder, their style. And it was listed at 2.195 and sold at 2.060. So it was about 6.2% below asking.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like you said, room for a pool is full, and people love the outdoor space. And I really do love this kitchen. This kitchen is beautiful.
So one thing I want to point out, and I know this particular builder does it sometimes, and some of the other builders do it too. The reason why you will see this decrease in the price is because the homes were maybe permitted for a pool, but the pool wasn't put in yet. So they deduct the cost of the pool off of that asking price. And that's why you're seeing the difference sometimes in the asking price versus the sold price.
And right now, everybody is building a pool, so it's really hard to get contractors out to get pools done in a timely manner. Just ever since COVID, it's just been crazy when it comes to pools and finding, because you want a great pool company and you also don't want it to be rushed. So that is a good point there, Susan. That might be the reason why some of these are going a little less, because they thought they would have time to put a pool in, but they ran out of time. So. Right. And there's, see, there it is.
It has the drawing for the pool.
They have a drawing for the pool. So this is perfect talking about this, because they had a drawing for the pool. So that's probably what they deducted there. So, and this is what the first floor looks like, and the second floor, and the house. So we've got a couple more. And they're just showing the downtown Alpharetta area at the Maxwell, like you did in the last.
Listing agent that listed both of those homes.
Yes, which is, I think, is good to show so people see that as well. Okay. So we're going to go to the next one, which is 427 John Scott Drive, and we actually got that piece of property for one of the builders, and it was listed at 2.4 and sold for 2.3, which is 4.2% below asking.
Right. So this home was built by Cameron Jalali of KJ Luxury Homes. This home is 5 bedrooms, 5 full and 1 half bath. It's 5,013 square feet, and it does have a 3-car garage.
Yeah, and just even the kitchen, like with the the waterfall, we're seeing that a lot. This is really modern. I mean, look at this. Very, very. A lot of these houses are going to be modern. I mean, we saw a couple farmhouse, but mostly what they're building in this new area are really modern homes. Which we really haven't seen in Atlanta that much. It's very traditional. So I don't know, some people are happy about it. Some people are not,
And these homes don't stay on the market very long. So if this is something you're interested in, reach out to us. And we kind of the inside scoop on a lot of these properties and where they're doing this and where they're building this, because a lot of this is not in the MLS. I mean, obviously these were, that's how we were able to get these pictures, but a lot of times these homes are sold off market and never even hit the MLS.
Yes. All right. So after John Scott, we're going to go back to Karen Drive. So 372 Karen Drive, and this one is for sale. So this one is available at 2.6 million.
So this home was built by Cal Bregath, and it is a 5 bedroom, 5 full and 1 half bath home. It's 5,819 square feet. So this is quite a large home. Does have a side entry driveway, because this is a corner lot and it is a 3-car garage. It does have a nicely landscaped and fenced in backyard, not on all 4 sides, but fenced in on most of it, and is nicely landscaped. His landscape architect did a really nice job in the front yard of this home.
It really is pretty. So this
Mhm.
one is on the market. And of course, you're seeing a lot of those modern, you're seeing very similar stuff in these homes,
Mhm.
similar colors. There's a nice little mudroom. There's the 3-car garage and outdoor space, which is so important.
Yeah.
And then you
And
see, oops.
yeah, one thing I wanted to point there, you can see that side entry driveway in that other picture. And one thing I wanted to point out here is this is white brick on this home. It's might be hard for you to tell on your screen, but that is white brick.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. So, and then here's just a beautiful view of this property.
Hmm.
So we have really just dug into talking about what you can get around $2 million, give or take, in the downtown walkable area. And we are going to go dig into our next topic, which is Bethany. And I almost forgot. Explore Bethany in Milton, Georgia.
Yeah, so Bethany is a up and coming subdivision in Milton. It's a luxury subdivision. It's located on Bethany Bend Street in Milton. And it's an exclusive community for those that are looking for a harmonious balance between tranquility with nature and the convenience of urban living. So each home in the community has exquisite design, craftsmanship, and offer a living experience that's really luxurious and intimate. It has a close proximity to the city's top amenities, and yet it's surrounded by the serene beauty of Milton.
It really is pretty.
Hmm.
Yeah.
These are priced from 950,000 and start at 3,000 square feet and go up from there.
Okay. All right. What else? What are the schools there, Sue?
These would be Milton High School and so forth. This is, great schools.
Okay, great. So we are going to dig into what we love about North Atlanta, and it's a strong economy. And I know that people will have their opinions on what's going on in the world right now, but we're going to tell you that statistically and on the long run, the North Atlanta area has really had a strong economy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you're seeing the prices of these homes in this area, because in North Atlanta, homes are pretty expensive. You go to other parts of Atlanta, the east side, the west side, you are going to get, it's much less expensive.
Right.
You're paying for location in the North Atlanta area, being in the center of everything. You just go down 400 to get to Atlanta and then to the airport. So a lot of people that live in this area have to travel a lot. They maybe work in downtown or they work in Alpharetta, which has 900 technology companies. Most of them are internationally based.
Right.
So that's why people are living in this area, but you can get less expensive homes in other parts. But that's why people are these houses are selling like hotcakes.
They are.
So
right, they are. Right. We've got a real diverse industry base here. I mean, we're known as the technology city of the Southeast here in Alpharetta, but Atlanta as a whole has a very diverse industry base.
Yes.
And it's strategically located in the country as well, that it attracts, we've got the busiest airport in the world here. It's very easy to get here. It also attracts a skilled workforce here because, there's the logistics of getting here are easy. The companies that are here, the trades that are here, Fortune 500 companies such as Coca-Cola, Home Depot, Delta Airlines, these companies have all fueled the growth and the investment in this area. So we also on the south side have a thriving film and tech scene as well, which brings in a lot of talent. We've got a lot of great universities here that feed that talent as well, like Georgia Tech and Emory. And, the city's relatively affordable compared to like New York, Chicago, LA. I know we're much smaller than all of those cities, but it is you can find very affordable, nice housing here in a lot of the areas around here. You've got great healthcare, you've got great educational opportunities here, manufacturing, tech, everything, just really help the economy here to be very, very resilient. So we also have, Atlanta's got a lot of infrastructure projects in the works, development projects around housing and transit and innovation districts within the city itself. This is also fostering the long-term growth of Atlanta. And it really makes Atlanta one of the strongest economies in the southeastern portion of the United States.
Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. So that's what we really love about North Atlanta. And now we're going to go into our design tip of the day, which is inexpensive bathroom updates. I can't wait for this one that can make a big difference, because we're always looking how to save money, right? And yet make our house look like it's a million gazillion dollars, right? Okay.
So, first look at those inspo pictures in your favorite magazines or Pinterest, online.
Right?
There's a lot of information.
Pinterest. Yes.
Right. Decide where you're going, get a plan in your head, and start with a fresh coat of paint. Paint is really one of the least expensive things that you can put in your home, and it can be the most transformative of anything that you do to your home. So fresh coat of paint on the walls, the ceiling, the woodwork. That's the first place to start. Then, also look at your faucets, look at your hardware, look at your lighting. You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get really nice lighting for not a whole lot of money. And you can pick up a bag of new knobs and handles for your cabinetry and replace those. It's a DIY type of a project. Maybe not the light fixtures, because you might want to have an electrician do that.
Yeah.
But knobs and handles you can definitely do yourself. And also don't forget about your towel bars. Those are nice finishes too. Maybe get them so that they coordinate. Delta and Kohler and Moen, they all have coordinating towel bars and towel rings that go and match with their fixtures and match their fixtures. So you can get a more contemporary, clean look right out of the gate by using that. When you're doing your bathroom update, don't forget about getting rid of that icky, black mold or darkened caulk that's around your tub. Scrape all of that out. Make sure it's really, really dry, and then put a fresh coat of caulk in around your tub and your tile. And that makes your bathroom look so much fresher, cleaner, and well maintained. And don't forget, the next easy thing to do, and for $10, $19 at Home Depot or Home Goods, you can get a new shower curtain. Get rid of that stinky shower curtain liner, get a fresh new one, and don't forget, get a set of towels too while you're in Home Goods. Nice, clean, white, fluffy towels can really make that look great. Another thing that can date your bathroom is a bad looking mirror. So maybe consider taking down that old mirror, getting us a new, sleek, stylish looking mirror, and put that up too. All of these things can elevate your space for not a whole lot of money. Keep your counters clutter-free. Less is more in these situations. And maybe just add a few colorful touches, like a scented candle or something like that can really make the space look pretty. You want your bathroom to look clean, inviting, relaxing, and move-in ready.
Yes, I love that. That's so good. I mean, everything that you're talking about, I was like, oh, and a mirror, and this, she said it all. Okay, great. So today we had such a great time. We talked about the new construction luxury homes in downtown Alpharetta, around $2 million, and they're walkable to downtown. We talked about Bethany and Milton, which by Arkham Homes, which is a new subdivision being built. We talked about what we love about North Atlanta, which is the strong economy. And then we dug into inexpensive bathroom updates that will make your home that will make your bathroom a big difference. So I think that we've talked about some great topics. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what we talked about today, and anything else that you'd like us to talk about, because I feel like we're really teaching you the area. We're teaching you about the schools. We're teaching you about the parks. We're teaching you about the downtown area. So if you have any businesses in the North Atlanta area that you want us to shout out or do an interview, reach out to us. We're here for interviewing, supporting local businesses. Follow us on social media And we thank you for listening to us today. Take care. Bye, Sue.
Bye.